Come on, man. You gotta see it.
I don't see it. I don't see it, big guy.
That's okay.
I don't. Yo, what's up? What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
What it do? It's Matt.
It's Pop.
We got Johnny behind the cam. And welcome to
my home turf.
Yeah, what he said. Welcome to my home turf. I didn't know you were gonna do it like that.
Yeah, well, you know. Hey.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys?
Hey, yeah.
What's up?
Y'all ready for us? Well, here you go.
You better. I mean, we about to start, whether you want us to or not. That's kind of, I can't say that in today's time. Actually, it's sensitive times, you know.
Hey, well.
So I apologize. I truly, I do. Anyway, we had a insane little weekend as far as basketball goes.
Yeah.
What you think? Which one do you want to start with?
Start with the current, the one that just went off.
Yeah. Nuggets
and
OKC. That was,
eh.
I just feel this isn't a good look for OKC. The only reason why I say that is because they don't really have a coach. Denver doesn't.
I mean, Denver.
Yeah,
Denver.
I'm saying it's not a good look for OKC because Denver doesn't have a coach.
Right, and they took them to a 7-game series, and
Aaron Gordon was hurt.
Anyway, it could have gone either way. If had they been hitting shots early, I think it'd have been a different thing.
Yeah,
they started strong, but then they just faded like that.
They did. And as Johnny said, at least he told me, he was like, it didn't look like Jokic was trying. It didn't. It looked like he kind of gave up.
What? He was too busy complaining.
He was complaining.
I mean, everything was I mean, come on, man. Play ball. You got to play through stuff. You know what's going on, Ralph?
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
That is your main complaint about today's game.
It is.
Too much crying to the refs.
Too much.
Did you know Michael Jordan also cried to the refs?
He did. I mean, everybody has done it. Every player has done it, even middle school.
Everybody does it.
But the difference is, middle school, you don't have that leeway.
Yeah, you talk back to the ref if you want to.
Yeah, they're gonna tee you up.
Huh? You're gonna get kicked out.
That's right.
Huh? You don't have to. So little kids,
don't do it.
Play the game.
Exactly.
Please and thank you.
Leave the referees up to the coaches.
Well, coach, you got to be careful too, because you might get kicked out the game for talking.
It's a way of doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's way of doing it. It's an approach.
You're right.
If you respect them, they gonna respect you. Hey, look, hey, ref, you know.
I'm with you when you.
I don't know what you saw, but hey, just call on both ends.
Come on, ref. Do something. Call something.
Exactly. But the thing is, every time, even when he wasn't the one shooting the ball, he was doing that.
He just looked so off today. I don't know. He didn't look right.
No, they didn't look like they came to win the game.
Yeah, they didn't look
they were
like
terrible. Turnover.
What he said and more. They looked like this was just a regular exhibition game. This wasn't a game 7 to them. It looked like they thought there was a tomorrow.
No urgency.
I don't know what they were thinking, but your season's over. There is no tomorrow.
No, that's it. I mean, you throwing passes to guys, and they kind of like behind them, and it's like, what kind of basketball were y'all playing? Y'all weren't on the same page. Did we practice this offense? Did we go over these schemes? I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
They looked out of sync.
I don't know what they were cooking.
After the first couple of minutes, they looked out of sync.
Yeah, they did. Well,
and OKC speed.
I won't say that, because remember, throughout the first quarter, they were cooking. They were cooking. But when they get to the second quarter, that's when it just went off the rails.
Yeah, but what did I tell you at the beginning? I said it's changing now.
Yeah, it was like, what, 20 to 10.
Yeah.
And then it was 24-14, if I'm not mistaken. And after that, they couldn't score. I mean, it just.
Both teams were shooting horrible at the beginning.
Yeah, but what OKC did that Denver didn't do, OKC was like, okay, I can't make these threes. I'm going to step inside the midi, and I'm just going to pull right here. I'm just taking the easy shots, which is what they should have been doing. You start
hitting the close shots, the long shots will fall.
They're going to fall. And but you saw that as the game went on.
You build that confidence. If you're not hitting at the beginning, you get this. You do the pull up.
They were driving. They were just taking twos, and then what was open for threes, they would take those threes.
Right.
And then the game. You see what happened.
Well, you play basketball inside out or outside in. Mm-hmm. It depends on what you have in the paint. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. Aaron Gordon having that, grade 2 hamstring strain.
Yeah, that hurt him.
I think it did, but at the same time, I don't think that would have really mattered. Only reason why I say that is because OKC, they didn't want to go home. It would have been embarrassing.
But that speed, they could not keep up with their speed, that youth.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have kept up regardless with Aaron Gordon or with. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to. They also won 3 games too.
Right.
With Aaron Gordon being,
Yeah, healthy and ready to play.
So I.
As Mr. J said, I don't think he realizes how tall he is.
Basketball players are insanely tall. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, why are you always outside? You got a mismatch.
Yeah.
Bring him inside.
Yeah.
Handle business.
We're just going to carry it because, a podcast is just talking. So that's what we're going to do. You know what I really noticed during this during these playoffs? Mm-hmm. I don't like, at least early on, I didn't like the defense that was being played. I just watched and it just looks, they look dumb. They look dumb. I mean,
what were you doing? What were you thinking?
I mean, dude, and why are you falling for every single fake, every single hezzy? Hey, look, Kobe broke it down perfectly. Who shoots the ball in a running stance? They do a hezzy, that back foot goes
back.
Nobody shoots like that.
No.
Not a soul.
No.
You falling for that, I mean, doesn't make any sense. And then if they're going to shoot, close out, do something. I mean, come on, dude. Like,
I say it all the time. They don't play smart basketball.
They don't play smart basketball, and it's an offensive-driven game.
This
is just like the NFL. It's an offensive-driven league.
It is.
It doesn't look. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like an old head, but it just doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
I've been saying that for a long time.
Yeah, and I didn't agree with you.
You didn't.
I really didn't. But I sat down and watched these playoffs. Defense is just lacking. I mean, we can start with the Lakers. Hold on. You decided to double team Anthony Edwards. You know how basketball works. If somebody's getting doubled, somebody's open.
Somebody's open.
What?
And then you don't close out at all.
Then you don't close out at all. You
just
don't
go,
box out.
You whiff them.
What are you doing? And then it's like you're afraid to play defense.
But I've been saying this all along. You have young players come into the league that really haven't had an opportunity to go to college, learn the game of basketball and every aspect of it, and then come into the league and play basketball. They're coming in because they played AAU, they played in college for a year, and now they think they're ready.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of growing that they need to do.
I'm not going to say I disagree with you because I don't necessarily think I disagree with you. I feel like we're going the same direction, but
on different lines.
Yeah, we're in different cars. It's just something. Look, all right, but I feel what you're saying, but at the same time, in the pros, I don't feel like they really working on defense for real.
Yeah, but see,
like in practice, in training camp, I don't feel like they're working on it, and it's not like I don't feel like they're when the college players get to the pros, I don't feel like they're saying, oh, well, they should have this down pat. I don't feel like that at all.
I do.
No, I don't think so.
And my reason for saying that is because they're looking at how players of the past used to come to the NBA quick. Mm-hmm. When Kobe came, Kobe was ready, but he wasn't ready. KG was ready.
Defense was still there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But you also had to live up to your vets. I mean, the vets were playing. They were playing sound defense too.
But they made you play basketball.
But look, that's what I'm saying.
They made you play defense.
Even your vets that are in the pros right now, and your
they're
not
not good on D.
But that's what I'm saying. If you notice that as a coach, why aren't you working on? That's what I'm saying.
But at the same time,
I understand that you're. I don't want to cut you off,
no,
but I'm just saying, like, if you know these guys aren't that good on defense, it's you as a coach and a coaching staff for you to get your guy. Come on, let's work on defense. Let's work on footwork.
I agree.
I watched Austin Reeves stumble off of a triple threat. I mean, he did that, and he was already on Anthony Edwards. What are you doing?
He looked like he was on ice.
You can't. Defense is, in my opinion, defense is a mentality.
It is.
You have to want to play it.
Where did you learn defense? When you were younger, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's easy, though. I mean, it's kind of like...
But you continue to build as you go from whatever starting point.
Right.
High school, college. Yeah. College, you build on that. College is where you taught the principles and all of the aspects of basketball. You get a little bit of it now. AAU ain't teaching you defense.
Well, they were never going to do that. AAU never did that. At least I don't think I could be totally wrong, but I don't think they did. But
you get where I'm going. If you look at it, even the older players that's in there now, they came through the AAU generation.
Okay, now let me ask you this: since you're saying that, is it really college? I don't think so, because the way that you just broke it down, it sounded like we aren't teaching defense since they're little kids.
No, but when you get to college, understand where your defense now is taught.
But
You're
think about
taught
it.
multiple types of defenses.
No,
You're
think about
taught
it. Think right here. I'm sorry to cut you
No,
off.
no.
But
This is the talk. We're conversating.
conversing.
Yeah.
If a high school kid, you know he don't have no defense whatsoever, or at least is there, but you still want him to come to your university. I mean, what?
As the coach now, because you can see defenses play better in college.
Okay, well, wait, hold on. Wait, now you're confusing me.
Because these kids are going in one and done for the most part.
I don't think that's it, dude.
That's it.
I don't think that's it.
So if I'm only on the job for a year, and now all of a sudden I'm going to the executive, have I learned enough?
I feel like Zion Williamson plays immaculate defense when he's on the floor.
Okay.
I just do. I mean,
but look where he went.
There are
His
guys.
First year in, he went to college where?
I'm sure.
Duke.
Yeah, he went to Duke.
The principles of defense are always taught there.
But he was balling out in high school playing lockdown defense. That's what I'm saying. This, first of all, it's a mentality. Now, if you feel like
It
you're
is.
but that's what I'm saying.
But a real dog gonna play defense.
I feel like, hey, dude, we had this conversation in the car.
Because look at Carmelo. He was not the best defensive player.
Who?
Carmelo Anthony.
Yes, he was.
He could play defense.
No. I'm not gonna let you get away with that one. Oh no. No.
He could play.
Melo was locked down. Come on now.
No,
Let's
no,
stop. Let's
no.
stop. Let's stop. Did you miss?
Everybody knows Melo he wanted to play offense more than D.
I understand if he wanted to play offense, but you can't talk on him on defense. That man, he was nice on
He
defense.
played okay.
Oh my God. Yo, you missed
He played
out.
okay.
When he was with Denver, him and Cole, oh my God. Oh,
Those were epic because
I'm
of
gonna put the clip up.
Huh?
I'm gonna put the clip up.
You gonna put the clip up?
Yeah.
Okay. do
Yeah,
that.
for sure. I got
do
to.
that.
I'm got a choice. I don't have a choice.
But there are those that really just want to play offense, and their defensive game is suspect. But a lot of it has to do with college prepares you for the pros. They're not spending enough time in college to get the grasp of the game to go to the pros and be able to bring that aspect with them. I see defense lacking because college coaches make you play defense. You can't play defense. You're not getting on the court with them.
But that is like, I know. Because what you're saying is if they're playing good defense in college.
Yeah.
Because that means every guy that's getting into the NBA, they're playing good defense in college. That's what I'm saying. I don't think in the NBA, these guys are not working on defense.
I can agree.
I feel like they're not working on defense. And the coaches, here we go, the coaches are letting them get by.
And the problem with that is if you don't play defense, you're going to be going home.
Now, another thing that I looked at, they call ticky-tack fouls on defense.
I can't stand the referees.
So it's like, how can I play a certain – now, this could be – ain't no excuse for you playing no bad defense, so forget all that. But if I can't do this, and that, how exactly am I supposed to play defense? Think about it. We were talking about this with football, right? With targeting.
Right.
How can I stop myself from hitting this person? Well, I'm already going this way, and they decided to slide late.
They changed their direction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with basketball. I mean, you're taking away certain things. You can even hand check.
True. But hand checking is only one aspect of it.
Well, that's
you
what
got to
I'm
have the
saying.
footwork. You got to have the grit because when you're playing defense, most of them are standing up too high.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, you got to get down.
They're not sinking. I mean,
there you go.
I know,
so
bro.
And you got to get a wide base.
I don't see any. They're standing tall, either that or they're slouching their shoulders, and they're
Right.
just
Moving.
no footwork. No, you see him trying to go
Thank
that way.
you.
You don't cut them off.
No drop step.
What is
No
going on
nothing.
with basketball, man?
That's what I'm getting at.
I don't want to sound like an unk. I really don't. Y'all gonna call
telling
me
the
an
truth,
unk
though.
anyway. It was
The truth
just
is the truth.
It was. I don't know, but
No, my thing is also shot selection.
yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I agree. Everybody feels like they have to.
Jack up a three.
Excuse me. Everybody feels like they have to shoot a three. Everybody feels like they're Steph Curry. Everybody feels like they're Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, Klay Thompson. You're not.
They're just standing behind the three waiting.
It's okay to take a midi. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay to act like you driving. Take that J. pull up, Jay. I mean, it's come on, man. I watch these playoffs, man, and it's
changing your perspective.
It's bad basket. Now it's not as bad. That later we get on the playoffs, it's like, okay, see, this is what I want to see. I want to see this. I want to see this right here. OKC, primary example. Threes weren't falling. They settled for the midi. They drove. They got the foul, whatever. And then as the game went on, as they progressed, threes was falling. Everything was coming their way. As well, unlike Denver kept shooting those threes, and it was no contest.
So what you're telling me is coaching adjustments didn't happen.
Well, first of all, coaching adjustments always matter. So
There's the thing.
That brings me back to defense. That brings me right back to.
But also, listen, what happened to the point guard being in control of the offense? Hey, look, we're shooting too many threes. Let's break it down. Let's run the offense.
I don't know.
But my problem is I don't see a lot of offense. I don't see a lot of moving.
There's no move.
No screens. No.
We're definitely running out.
No pin. No nothing.
We're running out for this segment. But what I will say is this. What I will say is this. I sound like
English
Charles Barkley.
Where's
I sound like Chuck.
Where's Kenny? Where's Shaq?
Oh my God. But what I will say is this. Yes, the playoffs are going to be so much better, and now from this point forward, it is because I'm already seeing it. The teams that that deserve to lose, that are settling for those threes, that aren't doing what we're saying, they're losing. Yeah. Now, with that being said, coaching adjustments matter, and if you want to win, you got to play some defense. Wins champion. Why is that? Anyway, because we are running out of time. We are running out of time.
Cliche. It's a real fact.
I agree. I 100% agree. So now we have the Knicks versus the Pacers and the Timberwolves versus the OKC Thunder. So we're going to see what happens there. Stay tuned. Turn on that post notification bell. Like, comment, subscribe, and tune in.
See you in 2 and 2.
Peace.